Hi guys, am I audible now? All right. So I'll quickly start it again. I think there was a problem in my audio. So hi everyone and welcome to another show from TCOL, the Circle of Legends. And I'll quickly introduce myself. I am Nikunj and I'm a student at Delhi University and I'm a poet and a writer too. I'll quickly introduce you with our guest today. She is Maithilee Sawarkar. Can I have you on screen, Maithilee? Perfect. So, Maithili is a purpose coach who empowers individual lead a purpose-driven life. She's mainly interested in how mind works and has just finished a project, Train Your Mind, Rewrite Your Story, which has helped individuals break their self-limiting barriers and be a better version of themselves. She has an IT career of 15 years in India and now stays in Frankfurt, Germany. She's a part of licensed purpose coach today, which drives social impact initiatives for teenpreneurs, teenagers, parents, workers, and many more. I wholeheartedly welcome you today, Maithili, and I wholeheartedly welcome our audience today to the collaborative show. And the topic for today is hacks to train and break the self-limiting barriers. So, Maithili, do you want to add anything to your introduction in case I have missed anything?
Thank you, Nikunj, for introducing, and I think you've covered it all. So, yeah, hi everyone.
All
I'm
right.
Maithilee Sawarkar. Yeah,
Perfect. So I guess let us quickly start with our discussion on how to train our mind. So I think the very important thing that we should discuss is why it is actually important to train our mind, right? So
yeah,
I would request you to let us know why is it actually important.
yeah. Why mind? So, it starts with one very interesting fact. Okay, a human being in a day takes 35,000 decisions in an average. So, you might say 35,000. Oh, that is too much. I don't take that many decisions, right? But you do. Trust me, you do. How? It depends upon, it is split into two things. One is your rational and the logical mind that takes up decisions. So those decisions are slower. You evaluate them. Those are like you think and doing it. So you have control over those decisions. Like for example, you have to open a bank account. So obviously you are going to think about it and then go about it. And the second mind is the intuitive mind, which is basically the subconscious mind. Okay, so here the decisions are very fast, very automatic, and you do not have control over it. So you might not even know that I've taken that decision. It is that fast. So what happens is, if you want, see, you are at a level, certain level. If you have to go above that level, you obviously have to reframe your decisions. You have to reframe your thoughts. So that is why training your mind is important. And I would like to tell about a model, which is the TFAR model. If you can see here, yeah, there's a cycle called as TFAR, which starts with beliefs and thoughts. So what happens is, your beliefs and thoughts that you have for a certain goal, that will result in feelings. Okay, it might be demotivating feelings or it might be motivated feelings. So those feelings in your mind and the emotions in your body will lead to the actions. So what happens is, you take actions. You either take actions proactively, or you try to procrastinate it, or you don't take actions at all. So depending upon the actions, the results are created. The results are created. So what happens is, the beliefs and thoughts are converted into feelings, and the feelings drive our actions. And from the actions, whatever we take the actions, then we get the results. But it does not get over here. What happens is, the results that you get, right, they will again frame your beliefs, beliefs and thoughts, and then again your feelings and actions. So the circle goes on and on. So if you want to break the circle, you have to start with reframing your thoughts. So that is why the training your mind is important. So you train your mind to reframe the thoughts, be aware of the thoughts, and then you can like go from this level to this level, right? You change your thinking and you change your action. For example, like there are many job seekers here and many third year, fourth year students. So, for example, if you are searching for a job, okay, then your thought will be, I want to search a job. I will have to apply for a job. Okay, but you might think, I am not that capable of finding a job in this particular MNC. If you start with that thought, right? Your feelings when applying will be, you will be scared to apply, and the action might be, you might apply, or you might not apply, right? So depending upon your action, the results will come, and when the results come, again your thought process will change, right? Your thought process might be the same because your action was procrastinated, you sent it to the last moment, you did not prepare, so the results came and you were not selected. So you will think, yes, correct, I am not capable. But actually, your actions had driven those results, right? So you cannot change the actions unless the thoughts are changed. So that is why I have been like telling about training your mind. Like you break those thoughts, you reframe those thoughts, and then obviously your actions will change and the results will change.
So how do we actually change these thoughts, or in better words, how do we reframe our thoughts basically?
See, how do you reframe is, it's being aware about your thoughts, and then you become aware of what are the main uh, barriers, self-limiting barriers or thoughts that you have again and again, and then you reframe those, and when you reframe those thoughts, your actions and your results will change.
Very beautifully put. When you reframe your thoughts, your action will definitely be changed. I think we all need to, inculcate this in our lives to actually bring true results in, tangible results, I would say.
Yeah. See,
Definitely.
like you are at a certain level right now, right? और आपको कहीं और जाना है. You have to go somewhere. Like you have to exercise and go somewhere. तो वो you're trying, but it is not happening. You think कि मैं अलार्म लगा
Right.
रहा हूँ, मैं जिम का मेंबरशिप भर रहा हूँ, I'm doing everything, but it is not happening. It is because the thought process is somewhere demotivating for you and you're not trying to do. कुछ नहीं होता है diet से या कुछ नहीं होता है exercise से. It might be your thoughts, and that are driving your actions. So when you change that thoughts, your actions automatically will change.
Yeah, it's all in brain, it's all in mind, right? I remember reading the book The Secret, where it
Yeah.
basically talks about that it's everything in our mind itself, and it's all about positivity that we, attract from universe. That's very beautifully put. So let us discuss what are these actual barriers that we need to, remove from our mind to actually start thinking positive.
Yeah. So the number one barrier that I have usually seen, many people have, even I have sometimes. So it is about the self-image. The self-image.
Right.
Simply put, self-image is about what do you think about yourself first, and what do you think you are capable of being, what you can achieve. So there are two things to self-image. So what happens is, when you put that thought that I can do only this much, or I think I am only this much, then you do not go out of it, and then your action, see, if you don't go out of it, you would not change, or you wouldn't rise to the other level, right? So the self image,
Right.
I am not good enough, that self image is the number one barrier. The other barrier that is there is why me. It's like कुछ होता है, you are like, why me, why is it this happening, so you complain or you blame, like we blame, we justify, right? So what happens is, we go into a victim mindset कि ये क्यों हो रहा है, मेरे साथ ही होता है, right? So
Right.
when you go into this, see, remember, there are no successful victims. So this becomes a very big barrier for you. Okay. So being that is the second, why me is the second
We
barrier.
all are victims, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And in every phase, in every some certain circumstances, you would have it. The key idea is जब हो रहा है तब understand and reframe. So how that I'll
Correct.
explain later on. Yeah. And the third one, which usually a lot of us have, is fear of failure. Fear of failure होता है कि
Right.
कुछ करना है but I will fail, or what if I fail? So you would not go about it. So that is a barrier that you have. The last one which I like to share is very common, fear of being judged. Like we are judged
Correct.
since childhood. ऐसा मत करो, ऐसा मत खाओ, ऐसा मत बोलो. Don't do this. You are an engineer. Why are you doing an MBA or whatever? There are a lot of judgment that goes, and we fear that if we take this action, we will be judged. So that fear of judgment is also a barrier for achieving your full potential, going out for your dreams. So these are a few main barriers that I can think of.
Amazing, amazing. I think these are the barriers that each one of us, face in everyday lives and everyday ongoing things, I would say family issues, professional issues, everything. In fact,
Yeah,
the why me part is is I think is something that is on the top of the mind of everybody out there. So, guys, this is the message to all our audience, whoever is seeing us. Uh, we are now going to discuss a few good hacks to actually, break these self-limiting barriers and the very, I would say, pervasive barriers that exist in every brain, in every mind. So, I would quickly like to pass it over to you, Maithili. Let us discuss these hacks. What are these hacks to break our self-limiting barriers?
yeah, Nikunj. So let's start. Let's start.
Yeah,
See, the first one that I told you about, right? Self-image. Like, I am not good enough. So the hack here is to shift your mindset from I am not good enough to I am enough. You have to understand that
correct.
I am enough. Like my characters, my skills, my particular traits are good for me. It is I am unique, so I am enough. So क्या होता है today, especially nowadays, because of the social media, we are seeing so much of perfect lives there that we start feeling I am not good enough. So वो I am not good
Right.
enough को I am enough में shift करना है. Yeah. So see, your outer world, right? It begins with your inner world. Outer world is a reflection of your inner world. Okay, so if, like, for example, in a tree, if the roots are not strong enough, the fruits will not be that good, right? So आपके mind में अगर I am not good enough रहेगा तो वो feeling में भी आएगा, right? It will come in the feelings. You'll be scared, you'll be afraid to take actions. It will come in the actions. You might not do it 100%. You might procrastinate it, correct? So you have to train yourself to accept yourself. For example, the most favorite example that I have is Geet from Jab We Met, the first part. Okay, the starting part before the interval. She says, "मैं अपनी favorite हूँ." You should be like that.
Right.
You should be your own favorite. So, an activity that I can tell you about is mirror activity. This we tried in my Train Your Mind project just last week. It's about standing in front of the mirror. Usually, when you stand in front of a mirror, right, do you frown or do you smile? Like हम देखते हैं अरे यार ये ठीक नहीं है अरे यार ऐसा ही है, right? So what you have to do is for, like, it's like for 1 minute or so you look at yourself, you smile at yourself. Okay, you say I love you to yourself. See, loving from others is so, we want love from others, but we don't love ourselves. तो वो
Appreciate.
सेल्फ इमेज इम्प्रूव करने
Right.
के लिए, सब खुद का कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ाने के लिए, टू इम्प्रूव द कॉन्फिडेंस, दैट सेल्फ लव इज ऑल्सो इम्पोर्टेंट. So say,
Correct.
give a high five to your reflection every morning. Smile at the reflection. Say I love you. Say I am enough. And you can, what you can do is you can hug also. Hug yourself for 20 seconds. If you hug yourself for 20 seconds, it releases hormones which will reduce your stress also. So like कुछ बड़ा कुछ काम करना है उसके पहले hug yourself, तो वो थोड़ा stress कम हो जाएगा. Important meeting है, scary presentation है. Hug yourself. Say you are enough. You'll do it. Right? So self-image, the hack is to move from I am not good enough to I am enough. I am enough. If you start with I am enough now, trust me, baki sab, everything, fear of failure, everything will be solved. Dhire dhire it will be solved if you are confident in yourself. So that is our first hack. The second hack, second one was why me, right? When you say you
Right.
कुछ होता है, when something happens to us, we blame the society, the environment, our parents or friends, anybody, and then or we're complaining कि ऐसा ही होता है, हमेशा ही ऐसे ही होता है, right? Or you justifying कि अरे I am like this because I don't get time, I am like this because I don't have resources, I am like this because I come from second tier two city or tier two school. So when you're doing that, you're going to victim mindset. So the hack is to move from the victim mindset to a empowered mindset. Empowered mindset में क्या आता है पता है? When you say why me, don't say why me, say why not me, because there are a lot of people who have similar issues. बहुत सारे लोगों के पास same issues होते हैं. So say why not me. Instead of why is this happening to me, say okay, this has happened, now what I can do better. Think about that.
Correct.
Job नहीं मिला, समझो एक interview दिया. If you've given one interview, you don't get a job. Think about what you can do better in the next interview.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So you shift your focus from why me to why not me. Let's learn the lessons and move on. So, see, all these techniques are about understanding your thoughts. When you think, "Arey, this, see, I have started blaming. I couldn't get into the interview because the other candidates were from very good college. Now this is blaming, right? So you think, no, no,
Correct.
I was not able to communicate. Maybe okay, let's learn the lessons. Let's improve my communication skills, or let's practice interviewing more, something like that. So you have to understand your thought process and then reframe your thought. Yeah. Uh, so,
That's beautifully put.
yeah, thank you.
In fact, it's
And
the placement season and admission season
yeah,
going on, and a
yeah,
lot of due to COVID, there are a lot of people who have lost their jobs. So this why me is like pervasive
yeah,
again. It exists
and
everywhere. There are a lot of rejections that people are facing in placements. Then there are high cutoffs of these DU,
yeah,
where every student is like, why can I not get this college? Why did I not get that particular college? Or why not this course? So it's
yeah,
always this why me thing is always on the top of
yeah.
head again.
Yes, and then when you start thinking, why not
So
me?
that
There
is
are a
again
lot of
very
people who
important
have
things upon.
the same issues. And then you focus, ki, okay, what is there?
Correct.
How do I do it? How do I solve it? So that moves you
Correct.
from that victim to empowered, ki nahi kuch karna hai. Just
Correct.
blaming others is like you are not focusing on what is the actual issue. You're focusing on uske
Right.
paas kam marks hai, but usko still mil gaya. You're focusing on that. You're not focusing on yourself. So the focus
Correct.
bring back the focus. Yeah. And the third one, which we said, right, fear of failure. So
Failure.
fear of failure का क्या है? What happens is the hack is to shift your mindset from I will fail or I have failed to there are no failures. There are only lessons. Or it's like I will start with experience next time. First time जब आप fail होते हो, you don't have experience. But next time when you start again, you will have that experience, right? One job interview आपको नहीं मिलता है. If you go to a job interview, you don't get a job. Second time you know, you have observed people, you know how to dress more appropriately, you know what you can speak, you have seen how they are speaking. So that will give you lessons and add on to your experience. I had got an opportunity to interview a few people, rich people, who had a turnover of over 500 plus crores. Okay, so when I was interviewing them, I had asked them about definition of failures. So believe me, each one of them said failure is inevitable. मतलब you cannot have a full successful stretch. Failure आएगा ही. Failure will come. आप उसके बाद क्या करते हो? What do you do after that? That is most important. If you treat failure as an opportunity and learn lessons and move on, then that will help you better instead of just focusing on failures. Like they have failed in their businesses and then they realize कि अभी business नहीं चल रहा है, so they learn something new and then again invested and again became successful. It is a difficult journey, but you should not stop. So it is like I will fail से ज़्यादा I will gain experience. So focus your shift, reframe your thoughts कि okay आज ये नहीं किया तो I have failed. Like for example, I am giving the LinkedIn live for the first time, right? So I might have a fear of failure कि अरे it's going to work or not work. But then you have to do it, right? You have to do it, then understand, take your lessons and move on to another session.
Correct.
So that is if you have fear of failure, like what if this fails, right? What if this fails? Say shift करो. What if it succeeds? क्या होगा अगर सक्सेस मिल गया तो क्या होगा, right? It'll be so amazing.
Exactly.
So you have to shift that focus. Uh, and the last one is fear of being judged. Okay, so fear of being judged is very common. लोग क्या कहेंगे, right? It's I think a lot of
Correct.
people have that. हाँ, लोग क्या कहेंगे? So what your focus should be, shift your thought process. लोग क्या कहेंगे से shift करो कि 10 साल बाद मैं खुद से क्या कहूँगा? What am I going to tell myself after 10 years?
Correct.
If you're saying I will be judged, okay, you should shift to I will have no regrets. See, I have a friend who has a very success who had a very successful IT career. Okay, 10 years he was in IT, and then he shifted to teaching. He started teaching maths. He was always a genius in maths kind of person, and his passion was teaching. He shifted to teaching. अगर वो वैसे ही बैठता रहता कि what will others say, what will others say about me leaving such a high income job, security wala job, and going into teaching? So he did not mind that. He wanted to follow his passion. So log kya kahenge is a very much dream breaker. Okay? So do not focus on that. Try to focus on 10 after 10 years. What am I going to tell myself? सोचो कि मैं
Correct.
क्या कहूँगा खुद से. So if you shift to that thought process, that fear of being judged will be come hoga. Dheere 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 it will come. It will lessen down. Yeah. So those are the four hacks, Nikunj.
That's very beautifully put. I think myself motivated a lot to understand this thought process and
Yeah. It's all about
to
your
not
thoughts.
being backed by the others. Right, right, right. So
Yeah.
I think the last one also that you said that about being judged. Again, this is also all these barriers that we're discussing are all pervasive in nature and exist everywhere, be it a working professional, be it a student, be it a career aspirant or anybody out there. So these are very beautifully put, Maithili, and I really
Yeah. And
I really am thankful to you for this.
thank you,
Amazing, I
Nikunj.
mean,
And what
amazing,
happens now,
insightful to
since you
say.
are at a younger age, the audience is a bit younger, like younger age, like starting to seeking jobs, students. So your thought
Right,
process, it is easier for you to mend your thoughts than a
correct.
35, 40-year old, right? Because वो experience के साथ the thoughts become more stronger. So your experiences
Right.
are not yet yielded that way. So it's amazing to speak about mind always anytime.
That's amazing. That's amazing indeed. Do you have any last minute thoughts to put in maybe about all these self-limiting barriers and uh, just maybe a conclusion for
Yeah,
our audience?
yeah. The conclusion is, see, a shift from life happens to me. Life happens to me. Say, I
Right.
create my life. I create my life pe jao. It is all on you. Your thoughts create
I
your world.
create my
So
life.
it's all on
Right.
you. मतलब it's nothing external कुछ भी नहीं होता. Internally होता है. The internal thoughts are what is driving you. To shift, life happens to me. नहीं, I create my own life.
That's very beautiful. I create my own life. So this is again a message to all the Circle of Legends
Yeah, Nikunj,
viewers out
continue.
there.
Yeah,
I create my own life. Yeah. Yeah, it's good to have you here, sir. Do you want to take over?
yeah,
Do you want to
sure.
yeah, please go
I was
ahead.
just, yeah, I was listening to this interesting topic, and I thought of coming on the screen to add certain points from my side also. Like I was thinking that really interesting topic of removing the barriers surrounding us. So as it has been said that there are various aspects. You stand in front of mirror, you hug yourself. I would like to ask Maithili about importance of mentors or motivators, enablers like you. So what's the importance and how you play a role?
The enablers are really really important. See, what happens is, alone you can go up to a certain point. उसके बाद to go you need a tribe, you need a community, you need a coach who can. What happens is हम सिर्फ एक जगह पे देख सकते हैं. We need a person who can see more, who has a more vision, and he can help you out. So the role of a mentor, a role of a coach, a role of an accountability partner for you is very very important. Even coaches have coaches. आप अगर देखोगे world के सभी coaches, they themselves have coaches, right? So it is
Correct.
very, very important to succeed in life. You should be having a coach, a mentor, accountability partner that is needed.
Yes. So as you are saying, the accountability partner, and that's the key thing which we are establishing in the circle of legends.
Yes, yes.
Our motive is learning by sharing, and the key thing in this one is we learn by sharing with others, and while doing that we are becoming accountable to others. That first we commit that I will learn myself, I will increase my own level of knowledge, and then I will find somebody. In हिंदी में से बोलते हैं कि मुर्गा ढूंढेंगे हम, जो मुर्गे को हम पकड़ के उसको सिखाएंगे. Because it's difficult, believe me, it's difficult to find someone who wants to learn from us, because to trust our ability to teach somebody is difficult. So the circle of legends provides that opportunity to the people to be available to others and to form a group where they become accountable to each other. Fortunately or unfortunately, we have not got so many, but we are in the process. We have started,
Yes.
and we are getting so many people, those who are dependable.
Yeah.
One of them is
This is
Nikunj.
amazing initiative. Like usually people are searching for job or even students, third, fourth year students and the job seekers. If they start getting such mentorship, such advices, such coaching from people, they will actually reach a very high level, right? So it is
Correct.
actually important. Yeah,
True.
it's an
So
amazing job that you guys are doing.
yeah. So as a part of this, I would like to make an announcement, and that's the main purpose I came on the screen. Is I would like to invite mentors, coaches, the professionals from the industry, CEOs, CXOs, those who wants the quality people to nurture them. You can invest in people, then only you can have the good people. Everybody is complaining that youngsters are engaged on social medias and Instagram and these and that, but who is training them that if they want to come out of Instagram, where they should go? So it is a responsibility
Correct.
of these elders, those who are complaining a lot that the world has gone haywire, or nobody is supporting youngsters. First, they have to start from themselves. So that's why I am making them accountable. That guys, do come, train the young generation, fulfill your duty. God has given you enough water, earth has given you enough food, and God has given even air, which is free of cost. You have consumed for 30, 40, 50 years of your life, and now it is your turn to give back. And give back only time, not money. We are not asking for money. Spare 1 hour, 2 hours, just like Maithili, you have came for half an hour with us. It is something enlightening to the people. And by giving a time, I think, it's a biggest help which we can do. So
Yes.
I think this is the way we would like to encourage. And to conclude this session, I would like to have first a few words from Nikunj, and then a concluding remark from Maithili.
I think that is very well put, sir. So this is a message for all the youngster and all the youth out there. Come join us and let us learn together. That is what our motive is: learning by sharing, right? So, uh, I think Maithilee's initiative, which is Purpose Coach, is also working on similar grounds. Maithilee, do you mind to maybe tell us more about your initiative, Purpose Coach?
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. See,
Yeah.
as a purpose coach, I am empowering individuals to find out their purpose. What is this? What I believe is every individual is unique, and each individual has a unique power to impact and make a difference in lives of other people. So I help them with finding their purpose, and I'm part of a licensed purpose coach community. We are 51 coaches and ever increasing community that we have social impact initiatives. Like last week, we had from 9th October to 18th October, we had 25 initiatives going on, which has impacted 1,500 participants. So we have had initiatives for single moms, for working professionals, for single ladies, for new mothers, for couples. So there are a lot of initiatives that go on, and we have an initiative starting this Sunday for teenagers who are aspiring to be teenpreneurs. So it is about teenpreneur challenge. And there is a second initiative for Make It Big, that is for working professionals. Like it's difficult times right now, right? So how to find out opportunities in this difficult time and how to create a sustainable practice. So for that, we have a Make It Big challenge for individuals aged 21 and above, and for teenagers who are aspiring to be entrepreneurs, we have Teen Challenge. And to conclude, I would like to thank you, thank you, Nikunj, so much for hosting. Thank you, Dr. Pallavi. Thank you, Nikita. Thank you, Darshan sir, and the entire Circle of Legends for giving me this opportunity. Thank you so much.
That's amazing to hear about Purpose Coach. So this is another message for all the it's both for teenagers as well as working professionals. We'll put our links in the chat boxes, and you can always join us in any way possible. We're all open to learning in any manner possible. So thank you so much, Maithili. It is just amazing to have you
Welcome.
here. This has been such a
Thank
positive
you.
conversation, and I guess all the audiences who have been seeing us would have been filled with positivity and positive thoughts. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for putting your thoughts, your experiences, and your
Thank you.